All right, guys, so this is part 2 of the interview with the poor investor and the writer from the Chia.net. Part 1 is somewhere around here, or you can just take a look at my videos. This is part 2. It's another about 30 to 35 minutes of us just shooting the shit on Chia and the current state of it and its possible future and what we're planning on doing with Chia, etc. So stay tuned. I've got a lot more videos coming as well with different reviews. Things are starting to move pretty quickly and I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground. So stay tuned to the video. Hope you like it. Let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this and more interviews, because those can definitely be arranged. Thanks, guys.
I don't know. I'm gonna take it slow. I'm not gonna go crazy with this whole Chia stuff, but I am gonna follow it.
I did notice that your latest videos, you've been going back into the kind of your investor.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to segue into. I don't. If I was to live off of YouTube on just Chia, the channel is dead already. Because you can only talk so much. If I'm not buying if I'm not buying new equipment, I'm not doing anything new with it. And I have no this whole Chia lips thing. That's like beyond me. I'm not even gonna touch that.
Like, it's wild. It's wildly complicated.
It's not me. I have no interest in it whatsoever.
Oh, is that
it's a lot? It's a lot easier with my site than you guys. Like, I feel bad for you guys because like it's easy to just toss up a quick article, like take 10 minutes for something like new. But even then, I'm going like days between writing stuff because there's like today, like they hired the guy from BladeBit and the guy who writes Plotman, like they hired them. But I'm like,
they hired him to Chia.
Yeah, those two guys work for Chia now.
Oh, BladeBit and Mad Max.
No, Plotman.
Oh, Plotman. Okay.
Yeah. So and like I'm like, do I write that as an article? That like I'm not Chia's press release machine, right? Like it's like so like I don't like I'm more interested in if somebody fucks up, like Flexpool goes and says that, oh, we win blocks more often because our pool's better. And I'm like, no, you don't. Well, that's not mathematically or technically or any kind of possible. So it's not happening. But like,
So Chris, where do you? I mean, all of us have acknowledged the fact that Chia's news worthiness is going to plateau and it's going to go down. Just as any crypto. If you're a YouTuber, if you take a look at all the crypto YouTubers, they all get burnt out because there's just
I envy the guys who talk about Bitcoin every day.
That just constantly, it's like
I don't know how. Well, I don't know what's there to talk about.
They get paid by something like Ergo or Algorand or Cardano or something.
Bitcoin or BitRS or whatever, one of them, whoever it is, like they can't every day they have something to talk about Bitcoin, and I'm like blown away. Like I can't do that with Chia.
Yeah, well, no, and I don't think anyone really can with Chia. Yeah, it's just not popular enough. So
you just got to be really excited and pump it and lie to people and say, hey, this is going to the moon tomorrow. It's on the way up. Like,
but
you just do that every day.
Your blog and site. Do you foresee this as so? Like, do you obviously don't get money for this?
I get paid. I make money.
You get paid?
Very little.
Are these sponsored reviews?
Yeah.
No, I get ads, man. I make like $5 a day in ads.
Oh, that's more than I make on Chia.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked what I made. I was doing well a couple months ago, but now it's been. I mean, I've only released.
Me too. Like in the summer or whatever. Like early in the summer.
Summer
like,
was hot. Yeah.
I was getting 4 times as much traffic as I am now.
You got a lot of international guys that jumped off at Chia too.
Yeah.
Everyone that's selling hard drives, they're not watching your videos anymore.
They're definitely not reading my site.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, it's
well, you're not even. They can't even can they translate your site? They probably
it's all translatable. Like
okay.
So there's a guy who translates it into Chinese.
Okay.
And republishes it and gives me credit and everything. Like he's a good guy.
Oh,
like,
interesting. Okay.
He gets more traffic in on the Chinese version than I get on the English version.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Like on the China side.
In China, it's still like, but it's in China. He was telling me like that they're very pragmatic about it there. So like as long as and it's still profitable. Like if you have hard drives plotted and you're winning blocks or whatever and selling Chia. But that's what he said. He's like, they're not holding or,
Because
planning on it
here's a
blowing
joke,
up or
because,
anything.
because China hasn't cracked down on farming. They only
That's
cracked down
right.
on mining.
No, this was even before the crackdown, I talked to him, right? But,
that's
but
what I'm
his
saying.
point was like they're just gonna collect it and sell it until it's into the ground,
Right,
and
yeah.
like they'll move on to the
Which-
next thing, or maybe it'll blow up and they'll keep collecting it and selling it. But he's like, there are very few, not no,
I have to
obviously,
check
but
and see what the hell the price is right now.
it's 215 or something like that right now. But
It's
he
gone
was
up.
telling
It's
me there
gone up
aren't
the last
Chinese
little
hodlers.
bit.
The Chinese are not hodling and like with
212.
pie in the sky, like this is gonna blow up or
It
whatever.
almost went up to $3 though, like 2 weeks ago before the crash. It was-
Really?
yeah, it was. Look, take a look at the last 2 weeks of it. It went up like it skyrocketed, and then every crypto.
I mean, I
crash.
see 191.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's US. We look at it in Canadian here.
Oh.
Oh, no, I look at it-
wallet way bigger if you look at it in Canadian.
That is,
You
it
do
just-
feel better that way.
It's just sick that it went from 1600 to what it is now. Like it just feels like it has a long way to even come back, even if it does come back. That's how I
So
feel about
I wanted to also bring this up. I was somebody sent me a message to do a review of their product for Chia, which I mean that's awesome because I don't. I mean,
What is
my
it's,
channel is so small.
it's a website.
So this is they sent me a message and said, hey, can you review our
One
product
hour. Get your
on-
first point, 1 hour.
on Chia? So this is going to be one of my events. Like I'm going to finish this up. I basically said, as long as you just give me this service here, I'll review it. So give me like whatever the 100 plots. Apparently what you do is you pay for the plots.
Uh-huh.
And then it takes basically, they say here, it says it takes about an hour a plot,
Uh-huh.
which is not even that impressive because I have a whole bunch of i7s that are like old i7s that do faster than an hour. But here it is, you place an order, you pay, and it's through Coinbase payments and whatnot. And then all they say we're plotting, and you can get at least 1 hour, depends on how many plots you want. But then you have to download them all.
Yeah.
So you're downloading. I mean, if you want 2 plots, that's 200 fucking gigs.
Yep.
That's like
So
if you don't have a gigabit internet like I do, you can say, okay, yeah, that's great that they have the plots available for me, but I need to download it, and it's going to take you well over an hour to download that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
Well
apparently,
over
if you
an
go to apparently if you go to like Shenzhen or Taiwan, they've got like plotting like Chia places or whatever that you can like go and take a hard drive and buy plots from them, and they put them on the hard drive.
They sent
And
you
then,
the hard drive, yeah.
no, you like wait or you go get lunch or
Oh.
whatever and come
Oh,
back
wow.
and get it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen places send.
So are they sending you with a new key? So you're gonna have to farm on this new
so
key?
I'm
or-
gonna try out there. I'm gonna go through. So I don't know if you can see. Can you see my changing screen here? I
Yeah.
changed the Chia.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just send them your launcher ID, your XCH
Yeah, so I'm
payment
gonna,
address or whatever.
and they're promoting this pool on here.
That's a good pool. Chia Hub's good.
Chia Hub? Okay, I've never.
Yeah.
I've
actually
never heard of them.
No, I've never heard of it.
They're German.
Oh, I did get a lot of offers like these. I actually ignored all of them.
Oh,
Nobody
really?
offers me to do
Yeah.
anything. Nobody wants me to talk about them at all.
So-
Besides taking that free NVMe, that was the only thing I got.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got a free NVMe. That's
yeah,
pretty
that
awesome.
was the only thing that was worth it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do their whole thing. I'm gonna get whatever 100 gigabytes or 100 plots from them. See how long it takes to actually download.
Serious.
I'm also going to be farming those plots on this because this is their requested pool. So I'm gonna farm all of their plots on this pool to see, what it's like. I took a look. They give promo injections at 1.75 Chia.
What does that mean?
So apparently it says from time to time we are injecting 1.75 Chia as a promotion into our pool just to like give to the farmers.
Just
So I'm
randomly.
assuming. So FlexPool did that. They did that for 7 days. They injected 2 to 4 Chia every day for the first 7 days of their thing, and I was part of their first 7-day like promotion, which I mean it wasn't that much Chia.
That's
but
pretty generous.
it was good, and now they're giving the NFTs, so I might switch from from Space Pool to go check out Flex Pool again. But anyway, so I was wondering. So I'm gonna take a look at this and see. Like their leaderboard is really small. They have like nobody on here. Their top person is I think like 1.3 petabytes is their top person.
That's that cloud. That's the cloud. That's
Plotting. Yeah, this is plotting. Yeah, so this is them. Chia. This is the plotting cloud.
So
But they have the highest. They have the highest.
I mean, if you win a block or anyone else wins a block, you get a good payout.
They advertise on my site a lot.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see these little places, but Eric, from your experience, small pools like this can't last long. And what happens?
Well, there's pros and cons to it. There was a reason why I joined small pools, because you get higher payouts. You're not competing with, you're not sharing it with like thousands of guys on the pool.
Yeah, like I'd be top 10 in this pool automatically.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you get a good payout daily if it's hitting blocks. If it's hitting blocks.
Yeah, they are.
Like,
they hit blocks.
yeah. So if they're paying out like that 1.75, injecting it, whatever, you're getting a good payout.
Yeah,
amongst, on this list at least.
Yeah, I think because
that's the reason why I didn't want to join Space Pool. It was just too big.
Yeah, so if you
so the best pool, so like I've been jumping from pool to pool, and the big pools, they're all pretty much the same, right? Like they pay out like within a couple of % of each other based on a whole bunch of stuff. But the little pools, so I pooled with True Pool for a week. Like I've been pooling with like a different pool every week to sort of check it out, and they got like on a crazy lucky streak while I was on that pool. And I made like 3 times as much pooling with them as I have with anybody else, because that's the thing about smaller pools, right? Like you said, you're going to get a bigger proportion of the rewards, like per your farm. They'll be less frequent, but man, when they get lucky, like if Space Pool gets lucky, no one cares.
Right.
But if True Pool gets lucky, everybody's trying to buy their wife steak dinner that week, right?
Yeah,
like that's So it's, and the way that this works, like people think that like, oh, I got lucky, and so I'm gonna be like have bad luck for the next week. Like, no, man. Like that's luck is luck. Like you've got it, it's good. It doesn't affect your future winnings at all. Like if you cash out like twice rate for a week, you're not at half rate the week after that. Like it doesn't balance out. This world is not fair.
Right.
Like everybody has a fair chance, but there are no fair outcomes, right? And so when someone gets lucky, someone didn't get lucky. Like that's what Flexpool, right? Like they're on a lucky streak right now, and they're going around telling everyone, "Oh, we're better at farming blocks," and it's like, no, that's not how that works. But like, people are believing it,
right?
Like people are seeing that number, and it's like, oh, the Flexpool is paying out more. I've been pooling with them the last week. They're actually paying out a little less for me. But again, inside that error of margin, right? That it's not a big deal.
What am I getting now? I think I'm getting.
Who are you plotting with? Who are you pooling with?
I always forget. Hold on. I have XCH pool.
Yeah, they're good too. I like them.
And I'm getting like 0.03 ish. All right, so 0.03 each day.
Yeah, that's about what I was getting. I was getting a third of that, and my farm's about a third the size of yours. So.
So their top guy has 32 petabytes.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? I'm like,
what?
I'm only, a lot of people joined.
So is this the biggest pool now?
No,
Space Pool is the biggest pool by far.
Okay, so
H Pool. We always talk. H Pool still dwarfs Space Pool.
Right.
Really?
H Pool is 25% of the net space.
32. Full net space is 3 exabytes.
Well, if you're talking about volume and space, you have to calculate. I don't know. Okay. Members, it's only 26,000, right? XCH pool.
Yeah, this doesn't say their actual.
No, I think they were like 600 or 700 or something like that.
3 petabytes for Space Pool, or 3 exabytes for Space Pool, which is pretty crazy. They don't have the information here. Oh yeah, they do. She added.
Yeah, they're at 387 petabytes. If you go right to the beginning of their homepage, XCH pool.
Oh, XCH pool.
Yeah.
I mean, Space Pool is in exabytes. Their pool space is 3.1 exabytes.
Yeah, they're almost 10%, and H Pool is 25.
Oh wow. impressive that they've still stuck there. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this offering out. I do not see any benefit because the download for 100 for one plot is going to be over an hour, anyways. Like unless their servers are like I don't even know how fast you can download.
Yeah, and you have to
Right, like you have to be downloading 100 megs a second for it to be.
That's
like
if you don't
15
run into
minutes.
any issues. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm downloading 100 plots from them,
Is it gonna be like through a
it's gonna take me days.
I mean, it won't be a direct download, right? They're gonna break it up. Can they break it up?
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to.
No, right?
Those
No,
are
I don't-
fragile files.
Yeah, you want it as a whole.
Yeah.
But
Like
I mean,
one byte. If you change like one byte in the middle of it, like everything
Right.
on it's invalidated.
Yeah. So anyway, so they reached out and asked me to do this. So they're gonna pay for my 100 plots or whatever. I'm probably not even gonna download the 100 plots from them. I'll probably.
I'm gonna ask Ben in Discord if he's associated with the plotting cloud.
Who's Ben?
The guy who runs Chia Pool.
Oh, okay.
He's in my Discord. He's a good guy. Or Chia Hub. The guy who runs Chia Hub. Chia Pool.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been so disconnected with Discord.
Yeah.
Man, I envy you. Like honestly, I envy you, man. You've been like you seem to have found a Chia Zen that like I think most people should like strive for. Because speaking of, I'm doing this and I didn't eat supper tonight, so I actually have to go pretty soon.
Well,
But yeah,
so-
my life with kids, man.
we'll do a quick sum up. I'd like both of you. So Chris,
Well, thanks.
let's go first with you. What's next on your blog, as well as what do you foresee the future of within the next, let's say, year of Chia, and if you are going to still be around, basically doing what you're doing, contributing to the community and whatnot.
Probably until I get bored. I don't know. It's a good outlet that I can like apply my critical work stuff without annoying anybody that matters. Like if I were to do this with like Microsoft or like a real tech company, then it would be bad for business, right? But like no one cares. Like I even did a conflict check and everything. None of our clients care. Nobody cares if anybody bothers a cryptocurrency company. So it's good that way.
Are you going to jump into another currency? Like if there's something else that
I don't know. I've got a couple of ideas. So I'm thinking about doing something just security in general for the blockchain space, because I think that like it's bad. It's real bad. And like people put their trust and like life savings in something that is effectively controlled by like a web service somewhere in Russia.
Right.
Like or
You
digital.
could say China. You could say China.
No, no, it's all Russia. All of my attacks now, like, so I got a couple of big ones from China, but like most of the little ones all come from Russia.
It's Chinese people in Russia.
Probably.
They work together.
But like, I don't think that there's too much that's gonna be. I don't know. I'm not in it to win it or anything like that. I was really in it to make sure that I had hard drives for when my like Plex server's hard drive dies, that I have one on hand. And one's getting close, so I'm probably going to be like a hard drive short of plots pretty soon here. But because that's what they're for. We'll see. I don't know. It's been interesting so far. I mean, I like meeting you guys, and like there's some real smart people that I've met. But at a certain point, I'll probably just get bored and give the site to someone else.
Interesting. I see that you're already starting to transition into what brought you to YouTube in the first place.
Yes.
With some of the more investor-esque type of thing, which is really cool. I know that investing in a crypto is not necessarily on the top of your lists of things to do. Chia landed on your plate.
Chia happened to just be there at that time, and it was easier to get access to opposed to getting GPUs. I mean, you would have to wait online at Micro Center or whatever, or try to wait online to actually find one and order one. So it just didn't work out that way. So that's how Chia came about, just easier access. But you're right. I'm gonna, to me, I would not spend $15,000 on a NFT. I would probably use that as a down payment for a house somewhere for an investment. I'd rather do that than have the
Please,
NFT
God, don't spend $1,000 on an NFT.
I don't know. My buddy's
Unless it's mine. You can spend $15,000 on mine.
My buddy's gonna sell it for $500,000 in like
Oh,
2 years.
if he
and
does
you're
that,
all
then,
gonna be like, fuck,
you
why
know,
then?
that's my
know how-
loss.
See, Chris, I can see you branching your website into more, not necessarily just the niche of Chia, but more so in terms of all of this type of information that you're giving us here today. So
So I kind of like pigeonholed myself with the name.
yeah, 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 you definitely did with that.
Which, by the way, how was it still available when Chia was like, people had been farming this for like a year and everything like that, and nobody
I don't
had
think
gone
they
out and bought the
cared.
Chia
I don't think they
plot.net.
looked that far ahead. I think
I don't
were
know, man.
just-
I just buy domains all the time. Like
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
like something and I just buy a domain, and then I'll just like I wanted to do like an Apple computer joke blog for a little while, so I bought redfruittreemachine.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
redtreefruitmachine.com.
available. Nobody would ever think of that as being.
Yeah, when
No, that's the stupidest domain I've ever
Yeah,
bought,
that's the
right? But
dumbest
like
thing. I would never
I don't even remember what it is today, and I bought it. So
So,
yeah, that's how I do, and that's what the Chia plot started out as. I was just like, I gotta build this thing for work, so I'm gonna buy a domain, and I'm gonna buy the chiaplot.com. Oh, that's not available. I'm gonna buy the chiaplot.net.
I will admit one thing though, the more shit I talk about Chia on my earlier videos, definitely got more traction. If you long as
you
you
were being
talk shit
mean?
about anything, huh?
When you were
when I
being
said it, yeah, no, well, I was saying like the hard drives a scam and all that. Those videos picked up really well.
you should just go talk about it then.
I should.
Yeah.
I still feel like it's a scam.
Well, you know what? I bet if somebody like did the opposite of like BitBoy or whatever, and was just like,
Oh yeah, like
just like
oh yeah, you can
every day,
randomly-
like the
yeah.
scam alert, like just do the
son of-
scam alert.
Even if I like started talking like just nonsense about son of a type, people will start watching.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but it's just that I'm not in that. You have to be in that mood. Like you really have to start like get into that position of like fighting online practically,
yeah.
which I don't think I'm gonna do.
No, the
That's
other
fair.
thing about the YouTube stuff, which my channel is about almost 10 years old now.
Oh, wow.
Is it?
This-
Wow,
Yeah.
you're a veteran.
I started this almost 10 years ago.
Mining, all mining stuff.
No, not mining. It's custom computing. So
Oh, okay.
I was doing custom builds, water cooling and like hardline tubing and like
Wow,
little
10
custom
years.
builds for clients like 10 years ago, and that's
Yeah.
my passion, and that's always so. My channel is not necessarily. I mean, it picked up a lot when I started talking about Chia.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people did.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm going back to more server builds, custom like modification.
Yeah, I think there's not enough to talk about on Chia.
In fact,
I mean, once in a while it's fine.
The sole project that I have some investors, I have rich friends that they're asking me to build a validator basically, which is like a Threadripper, like fucking like 64 cores and like just absurd, like 256 gigs of RAM, just like the most powerful thing I've ever conceived. It's like over a $10,000 machine. And then I'm going to host it here, and I'm going to have to build it and learn all of the Linux stuff and how to configure it for failover.
Wait, so what are you doing with it to
It's basically a Sol. So you know the cryptocurrency Sol,
yeah.
a Solana. It's a validator on their network. I mean, all of
Yeah,
them
I'm
are-
literally about to hit publish on an article about Solana.
Oh, so
Okay.
you're going away from Chia? For
No,
this
no,
article?
it's called "Does Chia Have a Solana Problem?"
You can't get out. Eric, you can't get
Wait,
out. He's in
It's
too
not called
deep.
it's not called the crypto plot.
He's in too deep. He can't
That's
get out.
funny.
I'm have a niche, and but
Yeah, I know.
but that's the thing, and like that, like
But you can
so
talk about
my-
anything, just throw Chia in it.
well, that's the thing. That's so like
Yeah.
but I'm gonna start something else, I think, and like transition to like more general blogging about like security and maybe crypto, but like web security and stuff, and
Yeah.
because it's a lot more interesting to me. Like I'll keep focusing on Chia because honestly they have aspirations to be a big enterprise company. They're
Well,
going
if
to run into a lot.
yeah, but if they're
lot
talking
meaner
about 10
people.
years out, like there's only so much to talk about every week.
That's what I mean. Like, and
Yeah.
I got to do like 2 a day to keep my SEO up. So like,
yeah. I'm already shot with the whole YouTube thing.
Oh
it's
yeah,
there's no way.
It's
Yeah,
done.
You
the
what are you
momentum's
gonna do? You're
done.
gonna do like you should do a daily update. Like, this is my farm. This is how many plots I have.
I
Speaking of-
got 0.03 today on my pool.
Yeah, this is the fork situation.
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
There's
a
a show idea, the fork situation.
I can't even keep up with the Discord. I still look at
It's
people
dying,
on-
man.
Yeah, it's quiet.
It's dying. There's so much less like chatter on Discord
Yeah,
even than there
yeah.
used to be.
And
Like,
then on the
people are
Reddit,
just,
same thing for Reddit and Facebook. Same thing. It's less and less posts.
yeah, less and less, and people are getting like less excited about it, which honestly doesn't impact their plans at all. Like, I
Oh,
don't
of course
think that
not.
it,
No.
I don't think it has anything to do with whether they're going to succeed or fail, right? Like
Right.
it has no, it's not an indicator at all. But it does indicate whether we are going to succeed or fail.
It's
Yeah, well,
just
when you
gonna
have
take-
some guy named Mark who has thousands of fucking Chia, it's like, oh my god, I have 2.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got about 3 total.
Yeah.
So like that's big ballers here.
I did just hit a quarter of a petabyte of mass storage. So I know I was excited because I was actually top when the pools came out. I had everything already configured. I just had to hit play, and like all 5 plotters were just like fucking, and it was just like clockwork. And I was like top 20 of Space Pool for the first like 2 weeks.
You know what?
And ran out of space.
You know what Chia reminded me, like in the very beginning when you were loading Windows 98 for the first time, you had to install the drivers.
So excited.
Got all the shit working. Your sound is working now. Your video driver is like good resolution. That's the shit with Chia, like when we first started. But I know as the later versions come out, it's gonna be so automated. All they gotta do is double click
Yeah,
and it starts plotting and farming. They don't even have to look at no plot check. They don't have to do anything.
Well, the internal GUI of their own plotter, I'm really surprised that they didn't try to hire the Mad Max guy, and just
They did.
and just put what?
They tried to hire him.
Oh,
He has a way better job, man.
oh,
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well,
What does he
even know
do?
does.
But I don't know if I want to dox Mad Max. But let's just say he works for a major company.
Awesome. No, that's
Okay,
good.
so Chia, he couldn't even be bought by Chia.
I think he's got a happy life. I don't think he
I
wants
don't
Chia
think
to be
I
his
don't
whole
think
life.
Chia could even buy me, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like Chia.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know.
No, but for real, that's a huge risk to go work for let's say it's
Fuck
even a
yeah.
startup that's not
they
cryptocurrency.
have a ton in investors now.
No, they don't.
They
They have like
secured it.
$60 million. $60 million is gone in a second.
With the amount of people that they hired so far.
Yeah. No, they've
Dang,
got like
guys.
less than a year of runway, I think.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
60 mil, workman comp, health insurance, dental.
Who's falling off ladders already?
It doesn't
dude?
matter,
What's going
man.
on?
You
They
still
need to
gotta
buy
pay it.
Yeah, you gotta buy it regardless.
Storage
And-
JM probably has to pick up those
Yeah.
45 kilo boxes of hard drives or whatever the
Yeah, they gotta
OSHA
get that
list is.
nice shiny front
And
store.
I don't even know how many guys they have employed right now. Supposedly they have a good amount.
Like 50
now.
or something like that. So
Oof. Let's just say each at 100 grand.
at no
Easy.
revenue. At no revenue. No revenue.
Besides
Not-
the
not no
21
profit.
million
No
Oh, yeah.
revenue.
free money.
Like the Chia plot makes more money than Chia Network, from what I can tell.
They're not making anything.
but
Well,
it kinda-
but the original guys who were there, like storage and all those guys who pre-mined,
Oh, they've got tons of
they
cash.
sold.
so
Yeah,
they're
they
fine.
sold out. I mean, that's
Yeah.
their own money, but not Chia themselves,
Yeah.
not the company. That's the difference.
No, and yeah, they're so like, some people they want to go work for a startup with it's invested in and has seed money and everything like that, and it's probably a cool opportunity then, like the Blade Bit guy and everything. But if you don't want to go work for a startup in Silicon Valley, like Chia is not going to bring an offer that is going to change someone's mind to that degree.
I need to ask this.
Yeah.
It's a very rudimentary question, and I should already know the answer, and both of you probably already know it. Chia, the company, versus Chia, the coin. We're not paying people on Ethereum developers. Like, we're not buying into the developers of Ethereum for the coin, right? The coin is separate from the developers or whoever, like Vosk or what's his name, Volatic,
Vitalik.
Vitalik, yeah. So, and then like for instance, like Bitcoin, you're not paying anyone to develop on Bitcoin.
Right.
Why does Chia have a link to the coin? Like the company have the direct link to the coin versus Ethereum and Bitcoin and all these other coins like Dogecoin.
Well, Ethereum did.
It's not a company. Dogecoin isn't a company.
Oh, so Ethereum totally is. So like Chia follows the Ethereum model quite closely, actually. So most of the Ethereum
You mean
is
how
still
he
free money.
bags Ethereum all the time?
Yeah, but it's very close to Ethereum from what I can tell, like in terms of how they've set things up.
But
Now
he
they're
still
going a
talks
little
shit.
bit more corporate and a little bit less foundation-y or whatever, like hippie style, like Ethereum is. But it's Ethereum had a big pre-mine. Ethereum absolutely paid developers to get in there and start like doing stuff right early on. There were big contests to like get stuff working in Solidity and all that stuff. Like they went through a lot of the same things that she is doing right now. They just don't have to now because like it's Ethereum.
So then what advantage does Chia have?
You'd have to ask Chia. You've got an AMA tomorrow, man. I'm sure they'd
yeah.
love to hear from you.
I don't know.
It's at 4:30
4:30 p.m. I mean
Yeah.
on Eastern.
Eastern. Yeah, it's at
Oh,
4:30 Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Eric, I'll join with you. Let's do it.
I'll see. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I could probably do tomorrow.
I can do
You guys should do
tomorrow.
it. Show up and give them the rah-rah.
They're just never. They'll never go. They'll never give a straight answer.
They give lots of straight answers the other day. Not all of them.
Whatever they get, I still won't believe them.
Yeah.
They
We'll have
that's so funny.
Okay, so Chris, because you can't be there, give us one question that we should ask for you.
Do you have anybody working at your company that knows what it's going to be like to do government contracts?
Boring. Next question.
Nope.
Government contracts on a cryptocurrency? Get the hell out
That's
of
their
here.
plan. That's their plan.
Get out of here. No, it's a cryptocurrency. It's decentralized. We don't want government contracts.
Well, they can't make any money off that though.
Okay, but we're talking about a cryptocurrency here. So give us another question, and then we'll take it to them tomorrow.
What would happen if I were to shove 400,000 transactions through your network right now?
Okay, so we'll do this.
That's what brought down Solana, right?
Yeah. We'll see.
It was a single set of
I think-
400,000 transactions, which Solana claims they should have been able to clear in 8 seconds.
How did they even do that?
I don't know. I could send 1 trillion Chia transactions. I've thought about that. It would be very easy to DDoS the Chia network.
You
because there's
should.
no transaction fees. No,
Just
But
cut
yeah,
this
it'll
part
bring
out
some
and
news
just do
to
it.
It'll bring some news to it.
Yeah.
just like so with one Chia and 2 wallets, right? Like and a little bit of programming, you could send 1 trillion because a mojo is 1 trillionth of a coin, right?
Yeah.
So you could send 1 trillion transactions
Who are you sending it to? They're
yourself.
oh, to yourself. Oh, okay.
Just 2 wallets, and then as soon as the coins land in the first one, you start transacting them back 1 mojo at a time to the other one.
And if you did that at the same time when I do that,
There'd be a lot of transactions.
Just give me the script. I'll run it.
But no, but for real, if you want fees on the Chia network, that's how you get fees on the Chia network right away. Fees.
And they can't even do anything to you.
No, but the thing is aren't we running the Chia network? Everyone who's farming is running the Chia.
Yeah. It's totally not illegal. That's not
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
So,
But the
I understand-
transactions, no one's doing transactions every second of
That's
the
true.
day.
Yeah,
no. There's 180,000 transactions a day right now on the Chia network.
Well, that's because of when you win a block.
Yeah, that's not a
It's
lot.
pooling a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah.
pooling. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're initializing a 4,000 transaction on a single instant,
They were
that's
40,000 in 1 second for Solana.
400,000.
400,000. Wow.
400,000
That
in
was the
1
Solana.
second.
Yeah, that was
And
what's up.
they have less than 1,000 validators.
That's
But
crazy.
Solana was supposed to be able to do 50,000 a second, and they choked on 400K. So that's a bad design.
Well, yeah.
That's
all
bad.
based on how the hardware handles it, right? So it's not like
Yeah.
anyone was
They
really
do not have-
anticipating that. Yeah.
That's proof of stake fucking up.
I just posted my article about it right now while we're on the
All right.
call. So
Oh, nice. We'll read it. Well, guys, it's
All
late.
right.
thank you for joining.
No problem.
Chris, thank you for joining. Great.
Thank you, man. Nice chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll wait for
take
your
like
edits,
2 weeks
man.
to edit.
You're gonna edit and then we'll see it.
Yeah, it'll take me. I fucking hate editing, but we'll.
Yeah.
Why I don't do what you guys do, because I can do like my edits in like 10 seconds while I'm
I
talking to
know.
someone on the
Video
phone.
editing is the worst, man.
It is.
Why I got rid of YouTube, but anyways, we'll
right.
edit this and I'll send you guys the preview. And
Awesome. Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Awesome, guys.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much for joining.
Later.
Okay, so that was the end of that interview. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have a couple of reviews that are coming up. I hope to have within the next week or so have some of the stats of the review of a different plotting service and different pooling for Chia. And yeah, so stay tuned for those that are coming up. And as well, if you need help on Mad Max or any of those other videos, take a look at the videos here and hopefully you enjoy. All right, guys, see you later.